All right, today we're going to take a look at this Cuisinart grinder. It's an 18-step ceramic burr grinder. And it says here on the box that the burr maximizes the bean flavor. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about the settings, and we're going to grind at fine, medium, and coarse and take a look and see what do the grinds look like. The reason that I'm kind of interested to do this review on this grinder is simply for the fact that it's got over 43,000 ratings on Amazon. It's a very, very popular product. And talking about maximizing the bean flavor, this does do a better job with the burrs inside compared to, for example, a blade grinder. This is going to give you a more consistent grind. With that being said, these are ceramic burrs. They are not stainless steel metal ones. So it would be nice if they were metal. At this price range, however, I don't think you're gonna find any grinder that's got metal burrs. So talking about that, let's just open this up and have a look at the burrs themselves. All you have to do is turn it counterclockwise and it comes right out. That is pretty cool, how easily you can take it apart. And if we have a look here, you can see that's a ceramic burr right there. There's one on the top and one on the bottom. Right, so that's all you have to do is unscrew it, and yeah, you've got the hopper in your hand so that you could replace the burr if you needed to. Pretty easy. That's nice. Another thing that you might notice is that there's a button here on the top, which I think is nice. There's another button here on the hopper. What that means is that it's got these two safety features. You've got to have the grounds catch cup installed, and you need to have this hopper installed as well, otherwise it's not going to turn on. So yeah, as you see, it won't turn on unless you actually have everything installed. All right, so let's just have a look inside there. That's what the inner burr looks like right there, and that is the chamber. So let's go ahead and screw the hopper back in. And now you can hear it start to click, and that's how you know that you're within range. Right now we're on medium. If I would start it, now it starts because you got the hopper installed and you got the grounds catch cup installed as well. So I do really appreciate the fact that they consider safety, because not every grinder does have this feature. Now talking about the build quality, I think part of the reason that this is such a mega seller is, first of all, price point. Secondly, it's a recognized brand. Cuisinart, you see everywhere in America. It's ubiquitous. And third, it's got a pretty decent build, you know, for the price. So you do get the burrs inside, but you got stainless steel housing here, and there's a stainless steel collar ring here as well. So build quality, pretty decent for that price range. As far as operation, it's very simple. You just choose the number of cups here from, let's say, 2 cups up to 18, and all that is a timer. So if you got this hopper filled with beans, and then you start it at, for example, 8 cups, then it's going to go for a certain amount of time and then stop. You can also stop it earlier if you just move the slider from right to left. Just like that. So this kind of begs the question, who is this grinder for? Can you grind fine enough for normal conventional espresso? Certainly not, and we're going to find that out soon enough. But you can grind for something like this. This is a pressurized portafilter basket. If you have a look on there on the bottom, you've got a valve basically. And so that kind of artificially creates pressure. So for something like this, this grinder will work just fine. And it's good for making pour over or French press. So yes, if you have a blade grinder and you want to step up to a burr grinder, you can consider something like this here. And just for reference, this right here is a non-pressurized conventional basket compared to the pressurized one. You can see there's quite a difference there. This has got a whole bunch of holes, and the pressure is created through the grinds that you put in there. They gotta be real fine.
Getting value from this video? Please take a moment to like and subscribe.
Let's go ahead and just do some grinding and see what it looks like. So I'm gonna put it first of all on coarse. And we'll go ahead and grind 10 grams of coffee beans on this really, really coarse setting. Sounds a bit, kind of sounds like a vacuum cleaner, you could say. So that's the course right there. Retention pretty good. We get 10.2 grams back out. That's definitely not bad. That's what the course looks like right there. All right, now we're gonna do the same thing at the medium setting. Okay. 9.3 back out that time, so a little bit of retention, about 0.7 grams. All right, and that's the medium. Let's go ahead and get as fine as possible. So in case of the fine, we're gonna go ahead and do 12 grams so that we can load this up here and pull a pressurized espresso. So just to get a look there. All right, so anyway, here is the coarse, here is the medium, and here is the fine. So it's still not super fine, but it should work for our pressurized extraction. Here we go. And here we go. All right, so you can see it worked out just fine for our pressurized espresso, and that's kind of the advantage of these pressurized baskets. And I also made myself pretty decent. Nice fresh beans here. But I also made myself a pour over coffee this morning with my Techniform Cup 1, and yeah, it was pretty tasty actually. Considering the price, I was surprised how good the coffee turned out to be actually. So let's just pull a summary here. What are my observations on the Cuisinart 18-stepped burr grinder? Well, first of all, it's got some stainless steel build to it. It's got 18 settings. It's got ceramic burrs. I would have preferred stainless steel burrs here. It can go quite coarse. It can go, yeah, the medium is fine. It's relatively consistent considering the price. It does not go fine enough for traditional espresso, but it does go fine enough for a pressurized one. So considering that, yeah, it's decent. It's pretty good value for the money. I do like the fact that it's got 2 safety switches in here. I always like to see manufacturers thinking about safety. What does annoy me about the product, however, is it's so loud. It's really loud, like a little vacuum cleaner, so keep that in mind. But all in all, I think a pretty good value considering the price. All right, guys, I hope this video was helpful for you. If so, give it a like. Check out my other videos. If you like what you see, subscribe to the channel. It's totally free. And until next time, I say happy coffee drinking and happy espresso drinking. Bye now.